All right, the analysis is done. The data has been crunched and the model has spoken. This is the moment of truth for the final card of the year. We're putting our analysis on the line and making the official call for almost every single fight at UFC Vegas 112. This is the model's official picks. Let's get into it. We start with the main event, Royval versus Manel Kape. The model is picking Manel Kape. This pick comes down to a belief in technical superiority. Kape is the faster, quicker, and more powerful striker. He's a dynamic counter-striker who should be able to land the cleaner, more damaging shots against Royval's aggressive but defensively porous style. His path is to use his footwork, cut the cage, and punish Royval's entries with knees, elbows, and sharp counters. If a focused Kape shows up, he could dominate. The roadblock is Royval's unreal volume and relentless pressure. He can absolutely outwork Kape over 5 rounds if Kape is too patient. Royval's best chance is to make this a chaotic scramble, and if he can get Kape to the mat, his submission game is a serious threat. Next, the co-main event, Giga Chikadze versus Kevin Vallejos. The model is siding with the rising prospect Kevin Vallejos. Vallejos has all the momentum. He's younger, faster, and more explosive. He's the better boxer, and crucially, has the ability to mix in wrestling. His path to victory is to apply constant forward pressure, deny Giga the space to land his kicks, and exploit the veteran's well-known weakness in defensive grappling, to either grind out a decision or find a late finish. The obstacle is Giga's experience and durability. He's never been finished in the UFC, once in DWCS, and has a massive height and reach advantage. If he can manage the distance and keep Vallejos at the end of his kicks, he has the technical skill to outpoint the less experienced fighter. Cesar Almeida versus Oleksiejczuk. The model is picking Oleksiejczuk. This is a bet on youth, speed, and well-roundedness. Oleksiejczuk is a special talent, a decade younger with superior boxing and a vicious intensity. Almeida's chin has looked questionable recently, and his grappling defense is a major liability. Oleksiejczuk's path is to use his speed to overwhelm Almeida on the feet, or simply mix in takedowns to expose the kickboxer's ground game for a likely KO/TKO. Almeida's path to an upset is his legendary kickboxing durability and power. He's never been knocked out and has a win over Alex Pereira. If this stays a pure striking match, he has the power to catch the aggressive debutant. Costa versus Morgan Charriere. The model is picking Costa. Costa is simply the more well-rounded fighter on a 4-fight win streak. He's great at winning minutes with technical striking and has a clear advantage in grappling. Charriere, on the other hand, has abysmal decision equity, losing 10 of 15 fights that go the distance. Costa's path is to use his kicks and clinch work to control the fight and win a clear decision, or find a submission if it hits the mat. Charriere's opportunity lies in his explosiveness and power. He's durable and has never been knocked out. If he can keep this a striking battle and land heavy shots, he could hurt Costa and change the fight's momentum. Nzechukwu versus Buchecha Almeida. The model is picking Nzechukwu. Kennedy is the more proven MMA fighter. He has the size, reach, and an 80% takedown defense to keep this fight standing. Buchecha looks sloppy and tired in his debut, and Kennedy's path is to exploit that. He needs to manage distance, punish takedown attempts with knees and uppercuts, and look for the knockout. The roadblock is obvious. Buchecha is a 13-time BJJ world champion. If he gets this fight to the ground, it's his world. Kennedy has been submitted before, and if he makes one mistake in a scramble, Buchecha can end the night instantly. An incredible main card, but the prelims are where some of the best stories are. Let's run through them. Lemos versus Robertson, a classic striker versus grappler fight. Lemos has nuclear power, and the model picks Lemos to get it done. But if Robertson can get her relentless pursuit of the takedown going, it should be enough to get this to the mat, where she has a massive advantage over Lemos, who has struggled off her back. We will see if the underdog prevails and stays off the mat. Joanderson Brito versus Isaac Thompson. Thompson is stepping in on short notice. The model picks the explosive and durable Joanderson Brito to use his heavy pressure and grappling to overwhelm the newcomer for a finish. Magny versus Yaroslav Amosov. The model is picking Yaroslav Amosov. Amosov is an elite chain wrestler in his prime, and Magny has consistently struggled against high-level grapplers. We expect Amosov to dominate with takedowns and top control, though I would not count out Magny so easily, as he has shown to expose Bellator champions coming to the UFC, and even when massive underdog, finds a way to win. There might be value at the underdog money line to be had. Sean Sharaf versus Steven Asplund. The model picks Steven Asplund. He's bigger, more athletic, and has the superior gas tank. His path is to survive the wild first round from Sharaf and get a knockout in the later rounds. Melissa Croden versus Luana Santos. A tough call, but the model favors Luana Santos. She's younger, more experienced in the UFC, and her superior grappling and judo should be the difference maker against the powerful but potentially limited striker in Croden. Alan Fry Jr. versus Guilherme Pat. The model picks Guilherme Pat. He's the more technical striker and superior athlete. His path is to use his speed and karate stance to counter Fry's forward pressure and find a finish. Jamie Lynn Horth versus Teresa Bleda. The model picks Teresa Bleda. She has huge physical advantages in height, reach, and strength, and her suffocating grappling should be too much for Horth, despite Bleda's long layoff. So there you have it, the model's official picks for every single fight. A lot of fascinating matchups and some very tough calls. Now I want your take. Which prediction do you think is a lock? And which one are you confident the model got completely wrong? Let me know what you think in the comments.